Three, two, one.
What's up, everyone? Dan here, Crypto Capital Venture, March 17th, 2019. I hope you're doing well. We're going to talk about Litecoin in this video. The upside has been awesome. I'm just going to throw that out there. But I want to talk about my mindset in this market since, over 100% moves clearly since December for Litecoin. And I want to jump in the charts and just kind of point out some things I'm watching. So let's jump right into the video and let's talk about it. Weekly charts. Namely weekly oscillators, right? The momentum of Litecoin, what's going on? It tells us so much. It gives us so many clues. So here's the weekly chart zoomed out on Litecoin. You get a feel for what Litecoin has been doing. And to be exact, I said over 100%, but we're talking around 185% since mid-December gains for Litecoin. When things like that happen, especially where you see we're right below the 50 EMA on the weekly chart, I'm very conservative. You all know that. I think it might bore a lot of people. It might annoy a lot of people because I know bullish videos are way more exciting. And I am long-term bullish, and this is a first step for Litecoin. But let's look at the weekly oscillators to kind of maybe look at some of those clues. So in the very short term, if you look at the stock RSI, the quicker moving momentum oscillator, just take a glance at how overbought Litecoin is. And we can even take a horizontal line and we can kind of put it right where it is right now, right around 99, right around 100 on the oversold area on the stock RSI. And just to give you some context into other times Litecoin has been this high on the stock RSI, you can see there's definitely been some immediate consolidation after that, right? So here's one back in last May. Really the last time the stock RSI was this high, and that consolidation that happened there from that swing high to swing low, just to point out, was around 55%. So I'm always keeping things like that in mind. I think it's important. That's not because I'm bearish or, I think Litecoin's going to do bad. It's just because consolidation is normal and healthy in any market. So I'm always anticipating things like that happening. Now, I want to throw this out there. That is the faster moving oscillator, the momentum oscillator, right? The stock RSI, the RSI, the slower moving momentum oscillator, definitely not in the overbought area. And so for all you very bullish people out there that don't even want to talk about downside, this could be, your argument. Well, look where the stock, or look where the RSI is, right? Around 57. And if we open up the RSI, a couple things I want to point out. Bear market territory, under 40 line, just like that last bear market, right? And here we go again. We've broken through the upside. Now, I want to just show you the similarities in terms of the momentum of Litecoin from this, exiting that last bear market back here in 2015 to now, right? And if you look at the RSI, look at the move in Litecoin in terms of that last bear market, hitting around 75 before consolidating. Some crazy gains, over 500% gains. Are we going to get it again? I don't know. I don't think we would, but it could totally happen. But look, total, complete upside right now, trading around at the 57 area on the RSI. So ton of upside on the slower moving momentum oscillator. Maybe some little pieces of consolidation, a 10% pullback. So we get the stock RSI to consolidate a little bit. But in the longer term, slower moving momentum oscillator, the RSI right here has a ton of upside potential. So I want to throw that out there. So with momentum alone, what I'm basically saying is find your comfort zone, find your risk tolerance, collect the data, stuff that I'm talking about now, other YouTubers, collect the data and make your own decision. So just spend a lot of time on the oscillators, but I want to pivot over to the daily chart. And before we talk about this, check out this quick clip from March 5th at a previous swing high. So that's our first obvious area of resistance. Want to see how we fare approaching the next Fibonacci retracement, higher high, that 1618. Want to see if we can reach that $60 area. That would be a higher high in this upward trend, in this rising wedge. Okay, so that was March 5th, around 12 days ago. Obviously, we've hit our resistance area, and we've actually hit it around 2 times, right? So right now we're literally right there, $60.54. And I want to throw this out there. I don't, revisit old videos because I'm like, look, I was right. I do it more for like education purposes, right? I always love revisiting and watching how the technicals play out. And resistance is so consistent over and over. And you find it happen in so many different patterns. This wedge right here is one of them. So we have our Fibonacci that we were looking back, on March 5th to that swing high to swing low, right? And basically, we had our 1618 up here at the $60 area. And since then, you can see Litecoin 2 times basically. And really, momentarily, right around here, here's $60 right there, trading right at the $60 mark. So we kind of almost wicked up there March 9th, 4 days later, consolidated back down, and then we kind of cruised back up as of recently, yesterday, today, $60, testing that area. Huge resistance area in terms of that Fibonacci, the 1618, and also just the upper trend line in this rising wedge. It's just a series of higher highs and higher lows over and over again that we track, and we keep watching resistance, we keep watching support, right? So our our higher lows down here, watching for supports, and we just wait and see. So in terms of support on the downside, just so you can anticipate some supports, a couple areas I'm looking at. Namely, I'm looking at this previous swing low to the bottom of the short-term wedge, this orange line. So that swing low, right, to this most previous swing high, right around here. And I don't know why this is there, but we can kind of extend it to this Fibonacci retracement area. And that's kind of my big support area right now. And that is the 618 to 786 on that Fibonacci retracement. It's around $50 to $47. So if we have an event that is very typical in cryptocurrency, where you just have this crazy red day, something like this right here, 20% red day, this is my support area. I'm looking to see if it holds. Confluent with that 618, you have this pink line, the 200 EMA on the daily chart, huge support. And it's actually, it's something I would love for Litecoin to revisit. I want to see if Litecoin can trade above the 200 EMA. I think that would be so important to see if that happens. We just wait and see if support will hold if the time comes. So on the downside, just to give you some context to that, we're looking at around 16 to 20% to the downside. We might not get to that area if Litecoin keeps doing what it's doing. It's not even testing our Fibonacci retracements as often as it usually does, right? So Litecoin just gaining strength really quick every time it does have some short-term consolidation, like right here. I'll give you an example. This swing low back on March 14th to previous swing high, we have our Fibonacci retracement right here around $55 to $53. That's our very short-term area of support. That's what I'm watching. That's something you can watch if we do get some consolidation in Litecoin. If we see support there, we very well will probably see Litecoin bounce back up and retest this trend line. I'm waiting for confirmation. I want to see if we break above this long-term upper trend line in this wedge. The bulls very well might continue, and that leads us back to the momentum of this RSI very well could continue, just similar to that last bear market exit that we had in 2015. So that's kind of that on the daily charts. And if you want to take a quick glance at the daily oscillator, this is what we'd be looking at as well. The RSI, similar to that last bear market, we talked about this before on the channel, series of higher highs there in momentum. And you can get a really good idea of what it looks like. Higher high, and then just really on the daily chart, kind of approaching that very overbought area, and then boom, consolidation way back down. So question is, will that same type of scenario play out? Higher high. Are we on our way to breaking through that long-term upper trend line in that wedge where we get another higher high up here close to that 90 area, and then boom, will we see our consolidation? These are things I'm anticipating. These are things I'm watching. These are things Literally nobody knows. I don't sit here and predict, but I'm definitely analyzing my portfolio, trying to get that perfect timing for comfort for myself for accumulation. But if the bulls continue and this keeps going, I'm very comfortable with my portfolio, and it's just enjoyable watching all of this happen. Let me know your thoughts out there, everybody. Litecoin charts. How are you making out? Everybody that is a Litecoin fan, congratulations, because it really has been fun. Just since since December, mid-December. I mean, just look at the gains. It's awesome. You can't deny the excitement of it, right? But you also can't get wrapped up into the emotion of it. So let's continue to track this. You zoom out on the charts, you always see beautiful gains, but then you also see healthy consolidations. So please just always anticipate that. And we'll continue tracking Litecoin. Follow me on Twitter if you're not on Twitter. Sign up, get on there. So much Twitter crypto chatter going on. So Crypto Capital Venture over there. If you're not a subscriber here, hit that subscribe button. Would love to have you as part of the channel. I will see you all in the next video. Have a great day and God bless.